Hey guys, time for my third take at this, but it's still on time because it means, hey, I'm recording this basically the day after the episode aired. I didn't see it on Friday because, yeah, I just didn't see it on Friday. I saw it online on the Disney app this morning. Then I saw it again maybe like a half hour ago. Anyway, this episode is called A Good Hair Day, which confuses me. But this episode gives you development for Bowie and development for Buffy. I guess I'll go into Buffy's development first. The episode starts off with something random that I don't remember. This is before the theme song. But after the theme song, we get Bowie and Bex and Andi. Um, Andi sees his driver's license and turns out, hey, Bowie, it's your birthday. Why didn't you tell anybody? Bowie, that's not nice of you. Anyway, we learn why later. But I'm gonna jump into the other thing. Also, Bowie tells them not to give him a surprise party. We all know how that's gonna go. Anyway, so let's jump into the Buffy storyline. Cyrus basically, after the beginning part, tells everybody, hey, it's the Renaissance Fair, which is apparently something they do every year. So, Buffy, Cyrus, Jonah, and Andi go to the Renaissance Fair. Meanwhile, Bex is working on setting up a surprise party for Bowie. So, they go to the Renaissance Fair. Buffy, during this entire thing, Buffy's always been super competitive, as you guys know in the episodes. And we learn why. Buffy's mother was deployed. So that's why we always see Buffy talking to her on the phone and stuff like that. But Buffy promised her mother she would always be strong. So that's why she's always super competitive. Why, at the beginning of this episode, they were having an arm wrestling match. Buffy and Jonah. And she wanted to take a picture and send it to her mom, proving, hey, I'm still strong. I'm still being strong like I told you I would, like I promised. We learned this in the process of basically Buffy and Jonah are doing something involving ropes and boxes. I guess it's arm wrestling? I don't know. But, so yeah, we have development for that. Meanwhile, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, this is development for Bowie, but it's also something for me. So, Bowie is at the plant shop, I think. It wasn't pretty, like, I guess it was a visual thing. Anyway, Bowie was at the plant shop, I think, and Bex goes to get him. It's like, hey, we need to get to Celia and Ham's because there's a plant issue with a tree, and there's a big ball of pus, as she calls it, I think. She's not good with plant lingo. Bowie's like, sap? Yeah. So basically, she tries to. She's not good at. Hey, let's get you to the house. But at the end of the day, he decides to go. He's like, as long as y'all aren't doing a surprise party, it's a surprise party. Bowie doesn't really like surprise parties, and he doesn't really like to think about his birthday. We learn why. Bowie shares his birthday with his father. They used to go fishing on a fishing boat on his birthday, on their birthdays. They never caught anything, as he said, but they'd still do it, so it's something he'd enjoy. 3 years ago, presumably when Andi was like 10. I mean, Andi wasn't really in the picture at the time because he didn't know. But anyway, 3 years ago, Bowie's father passed away. So since then, he hasn't really celebrated his birthday, which is understandable, which kind of ties up with me, in a sense. 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, it'll be 3 years in September, my father passed away. So yeah, that's a thing. But anyway, so they get back to the house after, I guess they go do random stuff, because at the end of the day, or when they're leaving, Bex basically tells Bowie, oh, we still got time to kill. I didn't think I'd convince you that fast. So yeah. Anyways, so they get back to Celia and Ham's. Celia's there, Ham's there, everybody's there. Then he opens some gifts. Bex gives him clothes. Celia gives him I guess it's like a rose from her prized rose bush. And then, the best part in my opinion, at the end, Bowie and Andi are alone. Bowie tells Andi he really enjoyed his birthday. It's not something he's enjoyed for a very long time. He says thanks to her for doing it for him. Bowie says he loves her. And she says, I love you too, Dad. And he's like, you've never called me Dad before. She's like, yeah, well, I felt now was the right time. And she's like, he says, you may not know this, but this is the best gift you could have given me. Which kind of ties everything back together. Because not only is this development for Bowie and Bowie and Buffy in this episode, but I guess it's kind of a bit of development for Andi as well. I mean, it kind of connects everybody with parenting stuff. Like, it shows Bowie that, okay, your dad's not here, but you still have what you learned from him, and you have a daughter, so you're a father yourself. So, that's pretty much the gist of this episode. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I don't remember. Iris was at the fair, and Cyrus tells her, basically, he likes her, but he doesn't like her. So basically, he just wants to be friends, and she agrees to it. So yeah. But anyway, that was the review of Andi Mack Season 2, Episode 10. And we see you guys next week. Probably on probably Saturday or Sunday, something like that, for the review of Episode 11. So until then, God bless you guys, stay safe, and peace.